Hey guys, it's Ryan with My Listing Club. In today's video, I wanted to introduce you to a new ultimate add-on for My Listing. And this add-on is called Single Listing Character Counter. Rather than me just talk a bunch of mumbo jumbo about it, I'm just going to go ahead and get straight to it and show you what this is all about and just how easy it is to implement. Okay, so I'm on a test site here with my listing loaded up. And I'm just going to click the Add Listing button and choose my package. So here I've just set up a very basic listing type, just only with the fields that I really wanted to demonstrate here for the character counter part. So we put in a title, that's cool. For the tagline, let me go ahead and pull up the listing type too. So here in the tagline, for SEO, 68 characters is the recommended max length. So I've gone ahead and put that in. For the description field, I've put in a max length of 400. This is just an arbitrary number. You can do whatever. And then the bonus description I've got at 1,200 words. So one of the goals here is monetization as well, in addition to improving the onboarding experience. So what you could do is for the description field, make that available to everybody, even your free listing owners, or not. You can charge for this field too. So let's just say you wanted this field to be free, but then if you could upsell them another package to give them more words, which is better for their SEO, right? So for that, you could just toggle on package visibility and then set your upsell package there, okay? So that's kind of the idea behind all of this. Twofold: improve the onboarding experience, and then also as a monetization strategy for allowing more words within the listing, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh that. Okay, so back to our front end here. So our tagline, as I said, 68 characters. So let's just drop in. I'm just going to start typing in random text. So what you see there is it's cut off. You can't put any more than 68 characters in. So what I also like to do there is add a little bit of education around that. So I'll just quickly show you that. It's not really related to what we're doing here, but just a little bonus for you. So if you go into the field, into this description area, you can put like some HTML strong to make it bold. Put a note that says add a tagline using 68 characters or less. And we save that. Let's go ahead and refresh our add listing page. Submit form, I should say. And you can style this too, but again, we're getting a little outside of what this video is about. But just a quick note there for them to know what to expect as far as how many characters. That's one way that you can do it, and you'll see a different way here shortly. So like I said, you start putting this in, but you really have no idea how many characters you're using unless you use maybe like an external website to start counting your characters. And your users are not going to take the time to do that. They're going to get frustrated and bail and leave. Or they're just going to get to this limit and be like, okay, I guess that's it. And then they keep trying to fit in the amount of text they want to put, and it just frustrates them, right? The same for the description field. So we've got 400 characters on there. You just start throwing text in there, and eventually it's going to stop allowing text to go in. Okay? So they have no indication of how many characters they're using until it just stops. And so on and so forth with the bonus description. Same thing, right? What if we could really simply, in just a few lines of code, take care of both the educational part and the character counting part? That's what I'm going to show you today. So let me go ahead and bring this tab over to my other computer. So what I do I've got a code snippet that's been developed, and rather than doing this in plugin form and adding another plugin to your site, which isn't the end of the world, but it's just easier to do this as a code snippet version, so you don't have to subscribe to any plugin subscriptions, that sort of thing, and just keeps your plugin database clean, the number of plugins you have clean, all that stuff. So again, we're just talking about a simple code snippet here, okay? So on my other screen, which I'm not going to show you, I've got the code snippet loaded up in WP Codebox, which I highly recommend you check out. The club has a deal for it. But all I've done is dropped the code snippet into WP Codebox. You can use other plugins like the free code snippets plugin and so on and so forth. I do have a blog post of why I don't like that plugin in particular compared to this one. If you want to check that out. But anyway, you just simply drop the code snippet in WP Codebox that you will get if you buy this add-on. Okay, it takes 2 seconds to load it up and I shouldn't say 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds to add it to WP Codebox. Then you got to make a few little minor changes based on your particular website. But again, that takes a minute or two. It's super easy to do, to set up, and you'll be provided instructions on how to do that. Okay, so I've got my code snippet in WP Codebox. I'm just going to literally toggle it on because I've already configured it for this site. And I'm going to actually go into this listing type again. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to take that education piece out of the tagline that I added. All right, so I'm going to refresh this again. Actually, we'll leave this up here. Let's do another tab. Okay, so you can do the educational piece if you still want to. You may not need to in this case. So with this code snippet, here's the education it gives you. 68 characters remaining, 400 characters remaining, and 1200. That is based off of what you set in both the listing type configuration and in the actual code snippet. This is just simple changes. If you want the tagline to be 70 characters or 80 characters, you just change the number. It's just that simple, okay? So really cool stuff here. You're typing along, and then you start typing here in the box, and you see that character count start dropping down. It gives them an idea of what to expect before they get to the end. They're like, oh crap, I've got 4 characters left. I got to start really thinking, dialing this in. Same thing for the description field. Okay, I'm going along. And then they're like, I got so many characters left, I got to wrap this up. But it also gets them thinking, yeah, I'm probably going to need the bonus description. Like, this just isn't enough. I get this now. I'm going to need the bonus description in there. But the other part of that is if you use the package visibility, they're not going to see this. Now, there are ways around that. You can add a field that says if you want to see the bonus description field, then you need to buy so-and-so package. So you jump back into your listing type. You could add another field. Let's just do some text. Drop it in above the bonus description field. We'll call this bonus description upsell. Something like that. Obviously, you probably wouldn't want to call it that because they'll see the upsell portion. But you see what I'm saying here. And then this would just have some educational text. You're not seeing a field because you haven't bought so-and-so package. Okay, that's one way. And then obviously in your pricing tables, you would reflect that this field would be available. Okay, but I think you get the point. In one shot with a simple code snippet, we are adding the educational piece as well as the character counter. Okay, I hope some of you out there find this interesting. As you'll see on the product page that I will launch here soon, I really feel like if this is huge as far as your onboarding experience and preventing people from getting frustrated and just bailing. I know I've filled in forms in the past that didn't have a character counter, and you're just kind of guessing and you get frustrated and you just kind of want to bail. So anyway, I hope you find this useful and hope all is well. Talk to you soon.